let me get set up. I'm not really in my usual position today, so I wasn't sure how you'd be able to see me. So let me just shift a little. Alrighty. That's better. There we go. All right. Good morning. So I titled this, What's the Best Way to Get Fit? Now, I'm sure if you're here, you realize that there's really no one way to get fit. There's so many things out there, right? And everybody asks, does what you do work? Well, it works for me. What works? First off, all tools work. Almost all, I'm sure. If it's out there and a lot of people have done it, I mean, maybe, some guy down the street has a fitness plan and that doesn't work. But if it's being put out there and a lot of people like it, thank you. It's probably gonna work, right? But what doesn't work is when you buy it and don't use it. So you have to find the best tool is what's going to work for you, the one you'll actually do. Because you can buy all the fitness programs in the world. You can join all the gyms in the world, all the programs, all the CrossFits, all the, what else is there right now? Like, there's so many ways to get fit. You can join anything you want. But are you going to do it? And do you have the mindset? Yes, it's about moving more and eating less. And it's about finding the ways that you can move more and maybe not eat less so much as eat smarter. But it's about more what you will do. So what will you do? If it doesn't work out for you to work out from home, then find somewhere you can work out. Otherwise, if joining a team, I'm sorry. Oh, that's why. I had the phone on the couch. I hope you heard a little more. Is that better? Can you let me know if that's better? Is that better? Can you hear me better? Yes, no, maybe. Well, I'm gonna keep going, and I had the phone on the couch. Okay, great, thank you. So if it doesn't work for you to work out from home, then find a gym, find somewhere else to work out. If it works best for you to have a team, find a sport you can join, find a team you can join, find somebody else you can work out with. If eating out of, I love Insanity, I have done it and taught it, so I love it. But that works for you. But if you have to figure out what works for you. So if you have a team that you used to enjoy, maybe find an adult team that's awesome. If maybe find an adult team to work with. If you liked to dance, maybe find a dance studio to join with adult classes. It doesn't have to be lifting weights in a gym. It doesn't have to be lifting weights at home. It doesn't have to be doing Insanity. It's what works for you. Because if it works for you and your schedule and your life and your enjoyment, you're going to do it. If it doesn't work for all of those things, you're not going to do it. And then it doesn't matter. You can buy every tool in the world. Everything is just a tool. Yes, I've done Insanity. I've completed the program, and I'm a certified Insanity instructor, actually. So if you find the thing you'll do, if you find the nutrition plan, I stray away from the word diet because I really try and find things that work that can be long term, and it's the way you eat, not so much a diet where your first thought is restriction and denial of what you enjoy. It's really, I think of the way you eat as your nutrition plan. But find these things that work for you. Now, I know what works for me. It works for me to work out at home. I work out super early in the morning so that I can work out and shower and do some other things before my daughter wakes up around 7, like this. So if that's what works for me, it works for me to work out at home because our schedules are wacky, and sometimes I can't leave the house to work out because sometimes my daughter's sleeping and no one else is home. So if that's what works for me, it works for me. Putting things in containers works for me for eating. I've been doing it since the 21 Day Fix came out in February of 2014. Yes, 2014. And that works for me because it's the least things to count. Counting calories, too many things to keep track of. Counting macros, I did that for a little while. Too many things to keep track of. Is the easiest thing for me because it's the fewest things that I have to keep track of in a day. That's what works for me. And it's worked for a lot of other people, but because that's what works for them. Also, if you are getting started, my key point is to find something that you really, truly enjoy. If you enjoy dancing, find dancing. If you enjoy kickboxing, find something you can do with kickboxing. You might pick up other formats on the way. I started out kickboxing, and that was pretty much all I did for kickboxing and yoga for the first 2 years that I worked out. But as it became more of a habit, I added more things, and I did end up enjoying them. But I might not have gotten into the habit if I wasn't doing something that I enjoyed so much. So that's a big thing. So if you're looking for the best thing to start out with, find something that you truly enjoy. Find something that won't feel like a workout. And maybe for you, that's lifting heavy weights. It's going to be different for everyone. But find what works for you. And the best tool is, I don't do kickboxing and yoga at the same time. I was doing them on different days. So I did a kickboxing class, and then I'd take a yoga class, and then a kickboxing class and a yoga class. So it wasn't like a blended workout, but those were two things that I enjoyed. So those were the two things I did. And that was back when I actually went to the gym, because that's what used to work best for me. So that's the best tool. No, that's not stupid at all. I'm really bad with explaining what I'm talking about, so it's on me. So the best thing is what you will do. So do that, find that for you, and have a